Hello guys, Tom Yone here from Extra Tech with Tom, and welcome to my fourth HTML5 tutorial. Alright, in this tutorial we're going to discuss briefly about the head section of our HTML document of our website. I know we've talked about the head while I was giving introduction to the HTML5, but then I felt it's important that we talk more about the head. Just imagine that you don't have the head. So without the head, the website cannot work. The website cannot function. Okay, so that's why it's very, very important for you to make sure you have your head, like in this HTML document. You see that the head is very, very important. This head section, without it, your website will not function. It will not work. You cannot keep track of your website. Google cannot index your website. In fact, your website cannot display properly without the head. Some browser cannot even display your website without the head. So it's just like human being without a head. Just imagine that. Okay, so the head, this is where technical information comes. Information about your website, you put it in the head. Information like your metadata, your meta tag, description. Use your meta for description. Example things like if you want to add a meta about description, meta. Okay, and the name, you call it description. Then the content, you start giving description about your website. Okay, so important informations like this, and also links to external files. You know, if when you start coding a very big project, you cannot put all your style sheet in the head or in the body. You can put all your JavaScript code in the head or in the body. You want to have a separate files that will contain styling and functioning codes that you want to link to the website. So you use that for external linking. You can link to those external files, either the ones on the content delivery network or the one on your local computer. Okay, so the head section is very, very important. Without the head section, your website will not work. So don't forget to always open and close your head. Your title goes to your head. Your favicon is what that displays, you know, the little icon that displays on the tab of your browser. That's your favicon. Okay, so don't forget your favicon goes there. Google tracking code. You want to go, you're building a blog to make money from it, and you want your website to be tracked by Google to see the level of traffic coming into your website by inserting Google tracking code, or you want to analyze the traffic coming to your website. Those code goes to the head. So the head is as important as the body. The body display information on your website. The head, it's very, very important. Okay, so that's all about the head. So now we're going to talk about, let me just show you some few things that you need to know how to inspect your code. From inspection, you can learn some style sheets. You learn how your code is being laid out by your browser. Okay, so let's talk about if you want to view you see a very beautiful website and you want to view the structure, the page source, the source code, how to do that. Okay, so let's get to that. Okay guys, let me just give you a little tip on how to view. Maybe you see a fantastic website and you're wondering how the website was built, the code behind it. You can actually view the source and inspect the source code of the website. So how do you do that? Let's take for example, let's go to our browser. You see this website. So what you do is you right click on an empty space on the website, then click on view page source. So if you click on view page source, it will take you to the raw HTML documents. So you can see our doc type at the very beginning, the top of the page, then our HTML tag. If you scroll all the way down, you'll see that the last tag there is still our HTML, the closing HTML, followed by the body. Okay, now if you scroll up again, you will see that our head, see where our head is, our head tag, and all this information comes in our head. Global site, this is Google Analytics tracking code. Then you see your scripts, a script which is JavaScript file. Then window.load JavaScript. In between the script, this is a JavaScript code. Then the title, see the title of the site. Then the metadata that tells the kind of character sets to be used on the site, then the meta information about the description of the site, another meta information that gives a kind of information about the responsiveness of the site, the viewports, okay, on how the site should display on different viewports. Okay, so link to external style sheets, then all the way down you see all this information goes in the head. They are the technical information and about the site. Okay, then the body starts here. You can now see all the things that should display on the website goes in the body. You can also see some JavaScript in between the body. When we get to JavaScript, about placement of JavaScript, you get to understand. You see the header tag. You see some tags that we've not really discussed: the div tag, the nav tag, we've talked about the on other list tag, the list item tag, the anchor tag, and all these tags. If you just take a look at the website, you see the way it's being structured, and you see the way the indentation, how the children goes, the way they are being indented like hierarchy. Okay, so just take a look at any website and inspect it. You can equally inspect each element on the site. For instance, if you right click on the website, you go to inspect, then you can inspect each element, what they are doing. Like you see, if you come here, I click on the div tag, the class in it, which is a style sheet class. Then if I should drag this a little bit up, okay, maybe, yeah, I click on a particular element. Let me say I choose a particular element. You can see this is an image tag. You see the source of the image, where the image is located, and the styling of the image, which the attributes. Okay, so that's how you inspect elements of of any HTML website, any website you see out there. Okay, so that will be all for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next tutorial.